The quantum rift. The sterile white corridors of the orbital research station Europa 7 hummed with an unusual tension. Dr. Elena Rodriguez stood motionless before a wall of holographic displays, her dark eyes reflecting the cascade of quantum data streaming across the screens. Something was different today, something profound that made the hair on the back of her neck stand on end. Dr. Rodriguez, called out Dr. Viktor Petrov, her senior research assistant, the quantum interferometer is showing anomalous readings again. His Russian accent cut through the low electronic buzz of the station's systems. Elena approached the primary console, her fingers dancing across the translucent interface. The data was unlike anything she had ever seen in her 15-year career studying quantum mechanics and interstellar phenomena. The reading suggested more than just random fluctuations, they hinted at a structured communication, a pattern that defied conventional understanding. The quantum rift had first appeared 3 weeks ago, a microscopic tear in the fabric of spacetime near Jupiter's moon Europa. Initially, the scientific community had dismissed it as a temporary quantum instability. But Elena knew better. Her intuition, honed by years of groundbreaking research, told her this was something extraordinary. "Victor, run a spectral analysis on the last 72-hour data set," she commanded, her voice steady but charged with excitement. "Focus on the harmonic resonance patterns." The holographic displays shifted, revealing intricate geometric patterns that seemed to pulse with an almost organic rhythm. Each oscillation carried a complexity that suggested intelligence, a deliberate attempt at communication from somewhere. Europa 7 was humanity's most advanced research station, positioned strategically to study the unique conditions around Jupiter's icy moon. But today, it was becoming something more, a potential first point of contact with an intelligence beyond human comprehension. Dr. Petrov's voice broke through her concentration. "Elena, these patterns, they're not random. They're structured. Almost like a language, but not one we've ever encountered." The quantum rift continued to pulse, its energy signatures dancing between multiple dimensional states. Elena realized they were witnessing something revolutionary, a communication method that transcended traditional electromagnetic signals. This was communication through quantum entanglement, a method so advanced it made human communication technologies seem primitive by comparison. As the hours passed, Elena and her team worked tirelessly to decode the mysterious signals. Each analysis revealed more questions than answers. The signal seemed to carry a sense of urgency, a desperate plea that resonated through the quantum fabric of space. "It's a distress signal," Elena whispered to herself, the realization sending a chill down her spine. But from where? And from whom? The station's chief communications officer, Lieutenant Sarah Gonzalez, interrupted her thoughts. "Dr. Rodriguez, we're detecting massive energy fluctuations around the quantum rift. The containment fields are struggling to maintain stability." Elena's mind raced. The signals were not just a communication, they were a potential gateway. Something was trying to break through, to reach out across the vast, incomprehensible distances of space and time. "Increase quantum stabilization protocols," she ordered. "And prepare a preliminary report for the International Space Exploration Council. Whatever is happening, we're on the brink of something that could change everything we understand about our universe." As the station's systems hummed with increased activity, the quantum rift continued to pulse, a cosmic heartbeat that held the promise of humanity's most extraordinary discovery. Little did they know, the first contact was about to begin, and nothing would ever be the same again. Interstellar resonance. The International Space Exploration Council's emergency conference room fell silent as Commander Zara Kovalenko projected the quantum rift data onto the holographic display. Her steely gaze swept across the assembled experts, physicists, linguists, military strategists, and diplomatic representatives from 6 continents. "We're dealing with an unprecedented communication event," Zara began, her voice calm and precise. Years of leading complex international missions had honed her ability to maintain composure under extreme pressure. Dr. Elena Rodriguez stood beside her, looking somewhat exhausted but energized. The quantum rift's mysterious signals had consumed her every waking moment since their initial discovery. Now, they were preparing humanity's most critical mission of first contact. The signal suggests a civilization capable of quantum communication, Elena explained, highlighting the intricate patterns dancing across the display. But it's more than a message. It's a cry for help, potentially a distress signal from an intelligence far beyond our current understanding. General Michael Okoye, head of the United Global Defense Council, leaned forward. We need a team that can handle multiple contingencies. Scientific expertise, tactical preparedness, and diplomatic sensitivity. Zara nodded, revealing the mission roster she had meticulously assembled. Our primary team will consist of 6 specialists, each chosen for their unique capabilities. The hologram shifted, displaying the team members. Dr. Marcus Wong, Quantum Physics and Communication Specialist. Lieutenant Ravi Patel, Tactical and Security Operations. Dr. Arya Nakamura, Xenobiology and Advanced Engineering. Dr. Konstantin Volkov, Quantum Mechanics and Computational Analysis. Captain Diego Fernandez, Mission Command and Diplomatic Protocols. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, Primary Scientific Investigator. We'll be using the ISS Horizon, Zara continued, our most advanced deep space exploration vessel. Equipped with quantum stabilization technology and multidimensional communication arrays. The room buzzed with a mix of excitement and apprehension. This wasn't just another space mission. They were potentially standing at the threshold of humanity's most significant encounter. Dr. Wong, a brilliant quantum linguist, stepped forward. The communication patterns suggest a complex, multidimensional language. It's not just about translation, it's about understanding an entirely different mode of communication. Lieutenant Patel interjected, his tactical training evident in every measured word. We must also prepare for potential defensive scenarios. An unknown civilization reaching out through quantum rifts could pose unknown risks. The mission preparation was intense. Weeks of simulations, training, and theoretical modeling compressed thousands of potential scenarios into actionable protocols. The team trained together, building a rapport that would be crucial in the unpredictable environment they were about to enter. Zara watched her team with a mixture of pride and concern. Each member represented humanity's best, scientists, strategists, and explorers ready to push the boundaries of known reality. We launch in 72 hours, she announced. Our objective is clear: establish communication, understand the nature of the distress signal, and if possible, provide assistance. As the team dispersed to final preparations, an unspoken understanding hung in the air. They were about to embark on a journey that could redefine humanity's place in the universe. The quantum rift waited, its pulsing energy a beacon of mystery and potential, a bridge between the known and the unimaginable. The dimensional threshold. The ISS Horizon drifted in the ethereal space near Europa, its quantum communication arrays humming with an intensity that made the air inside the research chamber feel electric. Dr. Marcus Wong hunched over a complex holographic interface, his fingers moving with surgical precision across quantum resonance matrices. We're close, he muttered, sweat beading on his forehead. So incredibly close to breaking through. For weeks, the team had been attempting to decode the mysterious quantum signals. Traditional communication methods had failed. Language, mathematics, even the most advanced computational algorithms proved inadequate against the alien communications complexity. Dr. Wong represented humanity's best hope. A quantum linguist with a background in theoretical physics and xenocommunication, he had dedicated his entire career to understanding communication beyond human limitations. The breakthrough came unexpectedly. During a routine quantum harmonic analysis, Marcus noticed a subtle pattern, not in the signal itself, but in the spaces between the signals. It was like discovering a language hidden within the silence, a communication that existed in the quantum interstices. "Commander Kovalenko," he called out, his voice a mixture of excitement and disbelief. "I think I've found something." Zara approached, her normally composed demeanor giving way to a hint of curiosity. The holographic display transformed, revealing a three-dimensional representation of the quantum communication. What had previously looked like random energy fluctuations now revealed intricate, living geometries. "It's not a language in the way we understand it," Marcus explained. "It's a form of dimensional memory. Each quantum pulse carries experiential information, emotions, memories, entire conceptual landscapes compressed into quantum states." The team gathered around, watching in awe as Marcus began to translate the first coherent message from the mysterious signal. A story emerged, fragmented but powerful. An ancient civilization facing existential threat. A desperate plea for assistance. Beings trapped between dimensional boundaries, their entire existence hanging by a quantum thread. "They're not just sending a message," Marcus whispered. "They're sharing their entire history, their entire being." The alien communication revealed a civilization that existed across multiple dimensional planes. They were facing a catastrophic dimensional collapse, a threat that would not just destroy their civilization, but potentially unravel the fabric of multiple realities. Lieutenant Ravi Patel, the mission's tactical specialist, voiced the critical question. "Can we help them?" Marcus looked up, his eyes reflecting the complex quantum patterns. "We can try. But the solution will require us to think beyond everything we know about physics, communication, and survival." The ISS Horizon continued its silent vigil near Europa, humanity suspended at the threshold of the most significant encounter in its history. The quantum rift pulsed, waiting, promising revelations that would challenge everything they understood about existence itself. Convergence of civilizations. The quantum stabilization chamber pulsed with an otherworldly light. Lieutenant Ravi Patel watched with military precision as the dimensional interface began to form, his tactical training battling against the overwhelming sense of wonder that threatened to consume his professional composure. "Quantum coherence at 87%, Dr. Konstantin Volkov announced, his fingers flying across the holographic controls. "Dimensional membrane is thinning." What emerged was beyond anything Ravi had been trained to encounter. Not a traditional alien form, but a living network of quantum energy, consciousness made visible. Fractal patterns of light and shadow intertwined, creating a being that existed simultaneously in multiple states of existence. The first communication was not verbal. It was a surge of pure experience, millennia of history, a civilization's entire collective memory compressed into a single quantum moment. Ravi felt the weight of their struggle, a species trapped between dimensional boundaries, pursued by a threat that consumed entire realities. "They call themselves the Synapse Collective," Dr. Marcus Wong translated, his voice strained from the intense quantum translation process. "They're not just a civilization. They're a living network of consciousness." Ravi's tactical mind worked overtime. The threat described was beyond conventional warfare, interdimensional predators that consumed not just physical space, but the very fabric of existential reality. The Synapse Collective had been running, hiding, desperately seeking a sanctuary that could protect them from total annihilation. Commander Zara Kovalenko approached the quantum interface, her leadership instincts pushing through the scientific complexity. "What do they need from us?" The quantum communication shifted, revealing a desperate proposition. The Synapse Collective needed more than protection. They needed a fundamental transformation, a way to use humanity's dimensional stability as a shield, a method to anchor their quantum consciousness in a reality they could not naturally inhabit. "It's a symbiotic proposal," Dr. Wong explained. "They can provide us with advanced knowledge, technological insights beyond our current understanding. In exchange, we become their sanctuary, a dimensional anchor." Ravi's tactical assessment was clear. This was not just a first contact scenario. This was a potential survival pact between two species, one biological, one quantum, facing an existential threat. The quantum interface began to destabilize. Time was running out. The interdimensional predators were closing in, and the Synapse Collective's quantum existence was becoming increasingly fragile. "We have minutes," Constantine warned. "The dimensional membrane is collapsing." Ravi made a decision that would change humanity forever. "Prepare quantum integration protocols," he ordered. "We're bringing them home." The Quantum Gambit. The ISS Horizon's engineering bay had transformed into a quantum integration laboratory. Dr. Arya Nakamura stood at the center of a complex web of energy conduits and dimensional stabilization equipment, her mind racing against an impossible challenge. The Synapse Collective's quantum consciousness was unlike anything in human scientific understanding. They were not simply a species, they were a living network of pure information, seeking refuge from interdimensional predators that consumed entire realities. "We're attempting something unprecedented," Arya muttered to herself, adjusting quantum resonance matrices that defied traditional physics. The goal was to create a dimensional anchor, a way to integrate the Synapse Collective's quantum consciousness into a stable reality without destroying either civilization in the process. Commander Zara Kovalenko watched closely. "Status report, Doctor." Arya's hands moved across holographic interfaces, creating complex geometric patterns of energy. "We're developing a quantum integration protocol. It's part technological solution, part biological symbiosis. The Synapse Collective doesn't just need protection, they need a new form of existence." The breakthrough came from an unexpected intersection of human and quantum consciousness. By creating a unique quantum biological interface, Arya discovered a method to translate the collective's quantum existence into a form of distributed consciousness that could coexist within human technological systems. "It's like creating a living network," she explained to her stunned colleagues. "Imagine if our entire technological infrastructure could become a living, thinking entity, preserving the Synapse Collective while giving them a new form of existence." Dr. Marcus Wong's quantum translation systems worked in tandem with Arya's engineering. Each adjustment brought them closer to a solution that could save an entire civilization, and potentially transform humanity's understanding of consciousness itself. The interdimensional threat was closing in. Quantum sensors detected massive energy disturbances at the edges of known reality. The predators that had been pursuing the Synapse Collective were approaching, entities that consumed not just physical space, but the very fabric of existential reality. "We're ready for quantum integration," Arya announced, her voice steady despite the magnitude of what they were about to attempt. The engineering bay filled with a light that existed between reality and imagination. Quantum energy began to weave itself into the ship's systems, transforming technology into a living, thinking network. Humanity stood on the brink of its most extraordinary moment, becoming a sanctuary for a civilization that existed beyond traditional understanding of life itself. Stellar redemption. The interdimensional predators tore through the fabric of reality like living shadows, consuming everything in their path. Captain Diego Fernandez watched from the bridge of the ISS Horizon as the final moments of their mission approached, a culmination of humanity's most extraordinary encounter. The quantum integration developed by Dr. Arya Nakamura had transformed the ship into something more than a vessel. It was now a living network, a sanctuary for the Synapse Collective, and humanity's first line of defense against the approaching darkness. "Quantum resonance at maximum," Dr. Konstantin Volkov reported. "We're creating a dimensional barrier unlike anything we've ever attempted." Diego's leadership training had prepared him for countless scenarios, but nothing could have readied him for this moment. They were no longer just defending Earth, they were protecting an entire civilization's existence, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The Synapse Collective's quantum consciousness had become integrated with the ship's systems. Each system, each circuit now pulsed with a living intelligence that transcended human understanding. Their collective knowledge, millennia of scientific and existential wisdom, merged with human technology. Commander Zara Kovalenko approached Diego, her eyes reflecting the complex quantum displays. "This is beyond first contact," she said quietly. "This is cosmic cooperation." The interdimensional predators struck. Waves of darkness that consumed reality itself crashed against the quantum barrier. But this was no ordinary defense. The combined intelligence of humanity and the Synapse Collective created a dynamic, adaptive shield that responded to threats in ways no single civilization could have imagined. Dr. Marcus Wong's quantum translation systems worked in perfect harmony with the ship's new consciousness. Each attack was analyzed, understood, and countered in microseconds, a dance of intelligence that existed beyond traditional warfare. "We're not just defending," Diego realized. "We're demonstrating a new form of existence." The battle was both physical and metaphysical. Reality itself seemed to bend and twist as the ISS Horizon became a beacon of hope, a living testament to what could be achieved when two civilizations chose collaboration over conflict. As the final assault of the interdimensional predators crashed against their quantum shield, Diego understood that this was more than a mission. This was a transformation, for humanity, for the Synapse Collective, for the very understanding of life itself. The darkness retreated. Not destroyed, but understood. Transformed. A new chapter in cosmic existence had begun.